what would you think
Okay.
would be like skills to for a software engineer? What would you think is skills to have, and maybe skills not to have? That maybe
Well, this
this
is
is a
a cool one. Yeah, yeah, this is a cool
we
topic.
can we can, I mean, we can start a really interesting debate
Yes,
because
I agree. Yeah,
there might be, you can express everything you want. That there maybe there's belief that you need to have something but you really don't, or maybe the opposite, that you something is not really necessary, but at the end, and given their experience, it's a must.
so I want to start by explaining this is my personal thought, right? So this is my belief, and this is something that I've seen throughout my career. And with so I manage software development teams, so I this is something that I've seen in my teams as well, or back when I was doing software development myself. So one of the things that I believe is more important, maybe it may sound cliche, but you definitely have to enjoy what you do. You definitely have to be passionate about technology. You cannot be here just because someone told you it's cool, or just because someone told you there's a good salary in this industry. You have to enjoy what you do, or else you're going to be stuck in a job that you find yourself repeating yourself doing the same over and over again, and it's going to annoy you eventually. And no money can afford that. I can say so. It's the first thing that I would recommend is that you definitely have to enjoy what you're doing. If you're here for the money, you're definitely going to struggle a lot with it. I've always believed that money is a result of what you do rather than the why you do it. So if you do well, if you enjoy what you're doing, you keep improving, you do things that work for others, eventually the results are going to come, right? But if you're here because you learn from others that there's a good pay, boy, are you going to have a hard time. So you have to enjoy what you do. You have to be passionate about it. You have to be proactive, and this is something that I see lacking in many people. You have to be proactive. You cannot just sit there and wait for someone to tell you what is that you need to do. It doesn't work that way, and believe you me, I've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot. I even have job interviews when I've been interviewing people, when they say, "Hey, I need to have clarity on what is it that I need to do. I need someone to explain to me what they want me to do." And what I tell them is, "Well, thank you for your time. I wish you the best." Right. So you have to be proactive. You have to want to learn new things. You want to improve yourself on a daily basis. You want to look back about 6 months ago and hate what you did 6 months ago. You want to improve every day. So if you're not proactive, if you're not passionate about what you do, again, you're gonna have a hard time because others will, and others will do better.
Yeah, at least I that's a skill that I have, because I hate everything I did hours ago or months ago.
While you improve fast.
At least that's one of the skills I have.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that that's very important. That you have to enjoy what you do. You have to keep improving and be proactive. You cannot wait until others tell you what to do. It's not going to work that way. Where others will improve, while you just have the same job and have the same role and responsibilities as you have for the last 3 or 4 years. So those are the things that I definitely recommend. So what do I suggest to avoid? Being passive. So related to what I was saying, I definitely recommend or would recommend to avoid being passive, being here for the money, being here for following others, or working next to a friend. It doesn't work that way. So to avoid, to be someone who believes that you can do everything without the assistance of others. You need to be a team player. You definitely need to work along with others, because projects are going to be bigger than you in terms of they're gonna want the project to be done faster. Eventually, others will know better than you, and you have to be open to teach others as to learn from others. So you have to be a team player. You cannot be one of those guys who sit there and want to eat the world by themselves. Again, we can debate on this if you will, but I found teams to work better when they're open to learning and teaching others than those who have an attitude of, if you want to know something, just ask. I know everything. Those don't work in my opinion. So I would recommend to avoid that I know everything type of attitude. It's always about collaboration and teamwork.